Hey everyone, it's Scott here from the fragrance channel, Scott Aromatico. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. It really means the world to me. I hope everybody's having a fantastic start to their week. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different than normal. I'm a little bit unusual, something different for my channel. Now, let me give you a little caveat really quick. I started my channel a long time ago as a challenge to myself and as a challenge to my kids. When we step out of our comfort zone, that's when real growth takes place. So starting this YouTube channel about reviewing men's fragrances was really tough for me, but I did it because I love it, it's fun, but also because I wanted a challenge. So for about a year now, I've been growing, pretty well, and I thank all of you for that. But I wanted to do something different today. I wanted to challenge myself and really just kind of, like I said, do something different. So with that in mind, today I wanted to talk about 5 amazing, intoxicating fragrances for ladies. These are fragrances that I would want my wife to wear that I think smell really good on her. As I've gone down this fragrance rabbit hole, it's really taken me on an amazing journey. I've discovered all kinds of amazing fragrances, whether they be designer, whether they be niche or luxury. So my whole family has really got excited and came on board. And my wife, who didn't really wear a lot of fragrances previously, she mainly just stole my fragrances because she thought they smelled better, is really now starting to get into ladies' fragrances. So we've got a lot of samples here. And ladies, if you didn't know this, and men too, if you're watching this video, if you didn't know this, my good friend Moses Hernandez over at Chef Cants, we call him Chef Cant Mo, and I'll leave a link down in the description below, is now selling some amazing decants of ladies' fragrances. And this one happens to be Prada Candy, which I'll talk a little bit later in the video. But he's got a lot of ladies' fragrances. So I'm going to be doing decants from Chef Mo, and I'm going to be doing some of my own samples that I have as well. But like I said, today we're going to do 5 intoxicating. These are amazing, intoxicating ladies' fragrances. So let's go ahead and get started. The first one I'm going to talk about, you know about this fragrance. It's been around for a really, really long time. I'm just getting to know it. I love the way it smells. If you want to buy this for your wife, or if you're a lady and you're watching this video, this is an amazing fragrance. Now, it's been around for a little while, like I said. It's not unusual, and I don't mean that in a bad way. It's almost like Dior Sauvage for men. You go out a lot, you're going to smell Dior Sauvage on a lot of people, and so for that reason, it's not unusual, but it's still a #1 selling men's fragrance. Well, the same with this fragrance right here. This one is by Lancome, La Vie est Belle. I hope I'm saying this right. Like I said, I'm out of my comfort zone. I kind of know how to say the men's fragrances, but the ladies can be a little bit tougher. So let me put a bottle presentation on the screen real quick so you see what it looks like. It's kind of got that beautiful, almost coral color, maybe slightly off orange, but it's really, really beautiful, really nice bottle. And I think the juice actually matches what this smells like. Real quick, let me tell you what we have as far as notes. On the top, you have black currant, you have pear, you've got iris, which gives this a powdery aspect, jasmine, which gives it a touch of sweetness, orange blossom, praline, vanilla, patchouli, and tonka. And the perfumer of this fragrance happens to be Anne Filippo, Olivier Polge, and Dominique Ropin. All right, let me spray the fragrance. And when I bought these decants, my good friend Chef Mo always provides you with tester strips, which I think is a nice touch. That is his logo, and then they come in this nice safe and sound pack like this. But let me go ahead and spray this real quick. Now this happens to be my decant. What a very sweet, fruity, intoxicating, beautiful fragrance. You've got to be light on the sprays. I think I sprayed too many on this strip. This fragrance is really good on performance, really good on projection, and it can be a bit cloying if you spray too much. But this is a very youthful, fun, flirty, playful, and I can tell you that you're going to get lots of compliments. I know when I smell this on my significant other, I really are like, wow, that smells good, and I know that she's gotten compliments as well from this fragrance. So this is a very, very amazing fragrance, and like I said, I feel like the juice really matches. When I showed you the full bottle presentation, I feel like the juice really matches because this is an orange blossom bomb in my opinion. Like I said, great projection, great sillage, just a very wonderful, fruity, sweet, and the vanilla on the bottom, of course, and you're going to get lots of compliments from me. This is a thumbs up. What do you think of this fragrance, ladies? Have you tried this fragrance? I know there's a lot out there. I know this fragrance has been around, and maybe you've seen it and you just keep on passing it because everyone else has it. but I really think it's worth a try. It's a nice fragrance. Don't be turned off by the fact that so many people own this, because this fragrance is really, really that good. All right, so let's go on to the next fragrance. The next one I want to talk about again is another one of my samples that I own. I got it when I bought a fragrance. They threw it in the bag. I never tested it out, but then my wife started wearing it and she really, really liked this one. So I thought, let's talk about it and review this fragrance. You've all heard of Spice Bomb with the really cool grenade. This one is called Flower Bomb by Viktor and Rolf, and the particular name is called Midnight. Let me put a full bottle presentation on the screen just so you can see what it looks like. So yeah, black currant, pomegranate, night blooming jasmine, which is basically an extremely sweet note, peony, which gives it a fresh floral vibe, white musk, and vanilla, and the perfumer is Dominique Ropin, among others. Again, I got my Chef Can strip. And again, I'll leave a link down in the description below. But the next three I'm going to be talking about are decants from my good friend Chef Mo. You guys definitely want to try him out. His prices are good. If you don't want to get stuck with a fragrance, you know, spending all that money, $100, $200, what have you on a fragrance, and you just want to try it out, you know, basically when you buy a car, you don't spend all that money, right? You don't put all the money down and just take it. You take it for a test drive, you look under the hood, you kick the tires. Why not do that with a fragrance? You know, take it for a test spin, so to speak. Only spend 8 to 10 to 12 bucks for 8 ml fragrance, depending on how much demand the fragrance is. And then once you decide you like it, then go ahead and buy the full bottle presentation. That way you're not stuck spending a lot of money on a fragrance that you hated, right? And this is really a good thing for you ladies who review fragrances as well. Check out my good friend Chef Cans. Again, I'll leave a link below. I don't get any money from it whatsoever. I've got a discount code as well. So I'll leave that in the description as well. Yeah, Scott sent me. So check out that discount code as well so you can save some money on your purchase. So let's get into the review and talk about Flower Bomb Midnight. Now this fragrance really surprised me because the bottle is this nice black color with a little bit of pink trim. And so what I was thinking by looking at this bottle was going to be something dark and mysterious, but I was completely wrong. This fragrance took me by surprise because it's so light and so airy and just such a beautiful, sweet, fruity, musky, very youthful to me in the top, in the opening at least. But then on the dry down, I was a little bit more surprised. I felt like it was a little more sophisticated. But on the top, it was a bit youthful to me. But man, this fragrance, I really thought it was going to be something dark and mysterious, maybe an incense note or something like that. But I was really, really wrong. This fragrance is really, really nice. I think it's versatile. It's got light projection. It projects at about an arm's length, and you're going to get about 2 to 3 hours of good performance on it. And then it kind of turns into a skin scent on my wife. So be heavy on the sprays with this one. Spray on some clothes, although you know, I don't always recommend that, but spray in hair, spray in clothes if you want to get a little bit more longevity out of this one. But this one is really, really nice. Like I said, there's a sharp sweetness to it. I think that's coming from the pomegranate and black currant, you know, playing together, but they dance really nicely together. And like I said, it's fruity, musky, youthful on the top, and then it, you know, on the dry down, it's a little bit more musky and it's a little bit more sophisticated then. But it is really, really light. I feel like for that reason, you know, like I said, the black bottle made me think it was like going to be like a date night fragrance or one of those fragrances you really want to get attention. I think Midnight is really either a great date scent, you know, a fragrance that you don't need to last that long, or, you know, something you can wear to the office if you're not trying to get a lot of attention and fly under the radar. Definitely think it's good for both of those occasions. And I really think you can wear this one all year round, in my opinion. But it's a nice scent, and I wouldn't mind my wife wearing this one because it's definitely not going to choke anybody out of the room. It's just got a nice, subtle elegance to it, okay? The next one we're going to talk about is Prada Candy, as I talked about at the beginning of the video. This bad boy right here. And this one, again, is from my good buddy, Chef Mo, over at Chef Cants. And we're going to be reviewing this one really quick, so let's put a full bottle presentation on the screen. I like this bottle. I think it's pretty cool. All right, so what we have in the top is caramel, depending on how you say it, some powdery notes, some musk, some benzoin. Benzoin basically just makes this fragrance warm, cozy, kind of reminiscent of vanilla. And then you've got vanilla. Perfumer is Daniela Andre. I'm not sure how to say that, but you guys can correct me down in the comments if you will. Now, To me, this fragrance is gourmandish in nature. When I smell it on my wife and I test it out on my skin as well, to me this seems like a fall, winter, early spring fragrance. But let's go ahead and spray it and I'll tell you what I think. Oh yeah. Now this is different than men's gourmandish fragrances. Men's gourmandish fragrances are really in your face. And maybe there's some ladies' fragrances like that. I'm kind of new to this. But this one is not, it's definitely got that gourmandish quality, but it's not loud and strong. It's got an airy quality, if you will. There's a bit of an alcohol scent on the top, which is not so good. But I think as it dries down, it's got this nice, musky, light sweetness. The sillage on this is no more than an arm's length. And my wife said that this is pretty light on performance. I think maybe you're going to get like 3 hours from this one. So make sure you're heavy on the sprays as well. Again, another light scent, but it's definitely nice. Again, on the dry down, it's light and musky, a little bit of sweetness. It becomes powdery, giving it a little bit of sophistication. But really, if you've thought about passing this one up because you thought maybe the caramel or the caramel is too sickly sweet, are going to be too cloying, don't let that fool you. I think the caramel will probably fool a lot of you and you're thinking, too youthful, too sweet. It really isn't all that sweet. It's just a nice light sweetness that's musky and powdery on the dry down for sure. The next fragrance we're going to be talking about is Armani C Passionné. All right, this is a really cool bottle. To me, it invokes red lipstick. It's really bright in color, and I think that was done on purpose. That bright red color is to invoke love, it's to invoke passion, and I think they did a really good job of doing that. But let's go ahead, while I put the bottle presentation on the screen, tell you what's in this fragrance. All right, so in the top, we've got black currant, grapefruit, pear, and pink pepper. In the heart, we've got lots of rose, pineapple, jasmine, heliotrope, and then we've got vanilla, cedar, amberwood, and patchouli. And your perfumers are Julie Massey and Christine Nagel. All right. Man, this one is really nice. It's very cheerful and kind of a juicy, fruity, fun, flirty fragrance. Perfect for a casual, maybe even a date. Now, I think it's got pretty good performance. You're going to get about 2 hours of projection in that 4 to 6 hour range as far as longevity. Now, what it smells like to me on this paper right here, it almost reminds me of a scent you would find in like a shampoo, but it's still nice. You know, maybe on skin it's a little bit different, and I believe that it is. It's really cheerful. It's really vibrant. It's got a nice juiciness to it that I really like. This one for me is spring, maybe early fall. Really a good fragrance. I can see why people would love this one. It's very mass appealing. You could get away with wearing this at work as well. It's not really loud and in your face, but I feel like, 2 hours of projection is not bad. It projects at about an arm's length, and you're going to get really good performance. I think you're going to keep smelling the fragrance, at least well into that 4 hour mark. Who knows, maybe even longer depending on skin chemistry and whatnot. But really a nice, fun fragrance, well done. You're getting a lot of cheerfulness and fruitiness from all the fruitiness, and I really love a grapefruit note in a fragrance because grapefruit is really known for its mood enhancing qualities, and then along with that juicy pear and of course the pink pepper to help balance it out, and then you've got the pineapple. Man, this is really good, and I really noticed the rose is really light. It's not in your face kind of old lady rose like you're probably used to in a lot of fragrances. This is really nice. I don't really pick up the patchouli, get a little bit of hint of cedar, but this is a nice light fragrance, and I really like it. All right, last but not least, last on the list, this is none other than the house of Dolce & Gabbana, and I'm going to have a hard time with this one, so you're going to have to forgive me. I believe the pronunciation is La Imperatrice, I believe, by Dolce & Gabbana. Sorry if I butchered that. All right, let's go ahead and put the bottle on the screen. It's just a beautiful pink bottle. The box I'm showing you is a limited edition. I think the box usually is white, and I believe it also used to be labeled as number 3 as well. But anyways, on the top, you've got a nice watermelon note, strawberry, pink peony, magnolia, rose, and cyclamen. And then you've got musk, woody notes, sandalwood, and some smoky notes as well. And your perfumer is Natalie Lorson. Let's go ahead and spray this one. By the way, just spoiler alert, this is my favorite fragrance out of the 5 I'm reviewing today. It's so good. It's tart, it's fruity, it's got a sunny vibe to it. This is a perfect fragrance for the summertime. It's sweet, it's delicious. The watermelon to me doesn't smell like natural watermelon. It's more like a candy watermelon, like almost like you'd smell in a Jolly Rancher. To me, if Versace Mantle Fraiche is a fruit cocktail in a bottle for men, this fragrance right here is the fruit cocktail for women. It is so nice. That watermelon note is very sweet. It's got a nice cucumbery shower gel vibe as well. It's just really, really nice. Now, you're going to want to keep a decant of this. You're going to want to overspray, spraying the hair, spraying the clothes. Keep the fragrance in your purse if you can. Get a travel size atomizer, because this is going to probably last somewhere between 1 and 2 hours of projection. And I think I'm being generous with the 2. And you're going to get about 3 hours of performance on this one. It doesn't last long, but who knows? Maybe it lasts longer in the high heat. And I'm sure some of you have stories of where it does last long. But on my wife, not too long. But it just smells really good, so it's worth keeping a decant in your purse. Now, I know some of you don't like that, because when you spend a pretty penny for these fragrances, you don't like that it lasts for, a short amount of time. But this particular scent smells so, so good with that watermelon, that strawberry, a slight floral note coming from the rose, so beautiful. It's just fresh and clean, and the musk in this is so good. I really, really love this one, and so for that reason, it's my favorite. And it's just really good for the spring and summer. It's just got a fun vibe, fun, casual, sunny, wear to the beach, wear to the pool kind of vibe going on for it. So there you have it. That was my crack at reviewing women's fragrances. Men, if you stayed long enough to watch this video, I hope I've given you some good information to buy some fragrances for your wife. Women, I hope you'll be kind on me and gentle, not be too hard on me. I just wanted to do something that made me uncomfortable, got me out of my comfort zone, and review a couple of women's fragrances. So let me know how I did. If you guys got any value from this whatsoever, if you were entertained by the way I pronounced words, please go ahead and leave a thumbs up. That would really help me out. Leave a comment down below telling me how I did. Let me know what some of your favorite ladies' fragrances are that you'd like to smell on your woman or your significant other. A fragrance that really you feel intoxicating, guys. Or ladies, let me know. Let me know some good fragrances I could start reviewing, or some good fragrances my wife might be interested in. I'd love to hear from you down in the comments below. Thank you so much. You guys mean so much to me, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace, love, ciao.